Breaking news is coming in from Lakhimpur Kheri. Ashish Mishra has reached Lakhimpur Kheri police station. This after he skipped summons yesterday. There were a second set of summons that were issued against Ashish Mishra to appear before the Uttar Pradesh police. Remember, his father, MOS Home, had in fact said that he skipped summons yesterday for health reasons and will appear before the Uttar Pradesh police. Alok joins us live with the very latest. Alok, what more can you tell us?
Well, what I can tell you is that the police brought him from this side. They kept us to one side, not letting us go to this side, and then they brought him from here. It is a supreme irony that a man who is a murder accused is being brought in with full police protection, and as if special treatment is being accorded to him, because if this were a normal person, they would have, number one, caught hold of him on day one, and if they didn't do that, they would at least make a show of getting him here. Here it appears that they want to protect him, and that is why they brought him from this side. Of course, they want to keep him away from the media glare, but that is not the business of the police. But they are doing it. It's unfortunate. But at least they have brought him here. So he's inside this office right now. There are two senior officials here. One of them is an Inspector General of Police, a Deputy Inspector General of Police, Umesh Agarwal, who is heading an SIT into this entire investigation. And the other is the Superintendent of Police here, Vijay Dhul. Both of these people are inside. Now the other problem, or the other issue here, of course, as Vineet just gives you a few more shots, the other issue here is what has he been summoned as? Is he a witness here or is he an accused? As my colleague Arvind has been pointing out, he has been summoned under CRPC 160, which is basically a summons issued to a witness. Now, there are those, like Arvind again was pointing out, are sources in the police who say that even if they summon him as a witness, they still can arrest him if they find evidence against him. However, this entire charade of pasting notices at his home, not one but two, giving him 48 hours to appear before the police, and then bringing him here with full police protection does make you wonder what they want to do with the case. It is fine that they have got him here, but it is no achievement for the police. The achievement would have been if they arrested a murder accused on the day they filed an FIR, because he is a high-profile person. He is not somebody who can sit in a bus and escape. And yet they chose to wait for a full 5 to 6 days before actually getting him here for questioning. Now, we don't even know if he's going to be questioned as a witness or an accused, because while his name is in the murder FIR, they have summoned him as a witness. So I'll ask Vineet to just give you a few shots again of this police force that is standing here. You can see blocking access to the door while their senior officials are inside. But in the past of the UP police, and I get no one where it the son of the man who ironically is there in charge. Where is Ajay Mishra? Should he be in Delhi? Should he be sitting here in his party office, looking perhaps to exert pressure on the way these IPS officers will probably question his son? He is here in the party office. There are party workers who are there. They are all sitting some 3-4 kilometers away from here. What do you expect will happen inside this room? And I say this after the Supreme Court of India yesterday gave out a host of directions and made stinging observations about the way the UP police has handled this case. Now, the Chief Justice himself said that this man was not being treated as the way a normal person would be treated in a murder case. The Chief Justice asked the UP other agency could probe this case. The Chief Justice and the other judges who were hearing that case, all of them criticized the UP government's handling of this issue. And that is what you see play out here, outside these offices as I talk. The incompetence, I do not like to use that word again and again, but I have to. The incompetence of the police, the attitude of the police towards the victim, not towards the victim, towards the accused. Ashish Mishra has been brought in here with the full protection of these men, some of them who are holding guns, some of them are holding lathis. And the effort of the police has been to shield the accused from the media, has been to shield him for a full week before they actually put up the pretense of questioning him. He has been summoned under CRPC 160, which basically means that they are treating him as a witness even though his name is in an FIR. Of course, they say and claim that they can make an arrest if they have evidence against him. But the entire issue in the last some days has been this entire charade that the police has put up, the entire pretense that the police has put up. Now the wait starts for us to see what they do to him from here. Do they take him out of this room whenever they do, as an accused, as an under arrest person, or do they feed him some tea inside and say कि भाई साहब आप जाइए, आपसे हमारे सवाल हो गए, वैसे भी हमने 160 में आपको बुलाया था. So what are they going to do? The Supreme Court is watching, the Chief Justice of India is watching, and yet we have seen this incompetence, deliberate incompetence play out in the last 6 to 7 days. The Inspector General of Police here, a very responsible officer, 2 days ago stood here and told me that I should give her evidence so that they can proceed in the case. Yes, she may have been angry, she may have been irritated, but when a senior officer tells you something of this sort, then you wonder what the attitude of the police is. And I'm sorry to say this again and again. I know that they have brought him here and that he has accepted, so to say, the second police summons issued to him. But I say all of this again because that his getting inside a room is not enough. The fact that Ashish Mishra is inside this room does not mean anything till the police actually arrest him, because normal procedure in a 302 case, in the case of murder, for a normal person, for you Rishika, for me, for anyone else, would be that we would be arrested first and the investigations would happen later. Here what seems to be happening is that a full 6 to 7 days after the incident took place, the man has finally, like I said, been brought here under the protection of hundreds of policemen, some of whom, like I said, not to say that they are using force against us, we are standing right outside their doors, so we have access, at least till here, and I don't think anyone would give us access inside, that's not practical. But at the same time, this police presence, the way they have brought him in, chori chipe jisko hum Hindi mein kehte hain, they brought him in from a back door and they have pushed him inside. Whether they are serious about prosecuting the man.
All right. Well, Alok, more questions and answers at the moment. And as you've been pointing out, this is in response to the second set of summons that have been issued against him. And as Arvind has been pointing out as well, it is under section 160 of the CRPC, which is essentially the clause under which summons are issued for a witness to be produced. Alok, what is the situation on the ground? We know that, the Lakhimpur police station, as you were reporting since the morning, has been fortified. There's a lot more police presence. Media access has been restricted up to a certain point. And, very interestingly, in those pictures that we're also playing out on our screens right now, you can actually see Ashish Mishra being escorted into the police station from a back door. Not treatment, many would say, is given to a murder accused.
See, we spent so much of airtime talking about VIP treatment. If there is an example of, or a glaring example of what VIP treatment actually means, you can see it here. Not in their faces, these are constables at the end of the day, they have to do what their superiors ask them to do. But it is the incompetence of the officers who are inside, the SP of the area, the DIG of the area, the ADG of the area, the IG of the area, who have spent 5 to 6 days without making an arrest in a murder FIR. If you and I were accused of murder, we would be arrested first, perhaps beaten up, our families would be inside, and then there would be any chance कि भाई मैं निर्दोष हूँ और कोर्ट में जाइए बेल लीजिए. यहाँ पे सज्जन 6 दिन से he has not appeared before the police. He's got a police summons, he has disregarded that. Who is he? He is the son of the minister who is in charge of these people. He is the son of the minister who is in charge of policing. He is in charge of law and order. And yet the man has the gall to dishonor a police summons where he is even being summoned as a witness. Forget accused. His name may be in an FIR, but I don't think anyone cares, especially the officers who are inside. I don't think they care, because if they cared, they would have arrested him on day 1. Nevertheless, the only silver lining in the situation is that the man is inside. We will expect that, there will be some form of questioning. And you will hope against hope that the man will be arrested, because as the Chief Justice of India yesterday observed, Mr. Ramana, he did say that this does not appear to be a case where a normal accused is being treated like a normal person. I'm paraphrasing that, I'm not using exact words, but one does hope that that will change, and the people inside, people who are distinguished officers in their fields at the end of the day, they have spent years and years in ground policing. One hopes that they will see some sense, despite the fact that their boss, the MOS home, Ajay Mishra, is sitting some 4 kilometers away from here, and that puts them under a lot of pressure. But above everything, there is law, and one hopes that the law will be upheld. And like I said, at the end of the day, that is a hope against hope, given
Right.
what you also said, the way Mr. Ashish Mishra was brought in here.
Alok, two quick questions. The first one being, there are two more accused in this case who've been arrested. They weren't, sort of sheepishly brought in through the back door for quote-unquote questioning. They have actually been arrested. Do we have any more information on whether Ashish Mishra is going to be confronted with the other accused? What's really going to happen? Also, Section 160 of CRPC, under which he's been brought in, can he be arrested under that section, or will we only know after interrogation?
Mr. Dhul, are you going to make an arrest, sir? Are you going to make an arrest? That is what we want to know. Are you going to make an arrest? Sir, please, are you going to make an arrest? The Supreme Court has said that this accused is not being treated like a normal person. Are you going to make an arrest?
मेरी आप सबसे रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज ऑर्डर मेंटेन करने में हमारी सहायता करिए। आपके लिए जो निर्धारित स्थान है वहां पर आप जाके बैठ जाइए। आपको वहीं से ही टाइम टू टाइम जैसी इंफॉर्मेशन होगी नीड टू नो बेसिस पे आपके साथ शेयर की जाएगी। आप प्लीज आप पहले
सवाल का जवाब
हम आपके तभी हम आपको कुछ बता पाएंगे जब आप निर्धारित स्थान पे जाके बैठ पाएंगे।
Thank you.